and he will throw. He's going for the bundle. He has Houston. Houston steps out of bounds. Houston inside Dallas territory to the 34-yard line, and I'll tell you, that's a gutsy call.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. And welcome to the Gridiron. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you. If you can maybe give this video a thumbs up or possibly leave a comment below, maybe even share this video, it would mean so much to me. But just at least anyway, just thank you just so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. All right, well, here we go again, guys. Game, what do we got, 11 for the Giants. It's game 12 for the Eagles. The Eagles haven't had their bye yet. But, you know, the 5 and 6 Eagles, 3 and 7 Giants. Well, you figure the game, I mean, the Eagles, well, Philadelphia ain't far from where the Giants play. The Eagles usually travel well, you know, in the Giants Stadium anyway. The Giants fans are, you know, kind of like, you know, they're kind of about up to here with the team. So I'm sure there's going to be a decent amount of Eagle fans in the stands today, if not half the stadium. Of course, we got Michael Strahan. You know, he's getting his number retired. You figure sometimes that might, you know, pump the guys up, make them a little proud. You know, got a Giant guy getting his jersey retired. It didn't mean a darn. I mean, we played one of the most absolute pathetic games of the whole year when we played the Falcons at home, when Eli got his number retired. So, I mean, don't expect big things, you know, just because Michael Strahan's getting his number retired. Unless maybe Michael gives him a nice pep talk or something like that. But, yeah. I don't know what's going to go on today. It'll be interesting, I'm sure. Now, the Eagles, you know, they are good on the road. They're 4-2 on the road. All right, they're good. The defense is, you know, the Eagles are not so much huge with their defense. They've given up, you know, 260 points. The Giants have given up 246, but the Giants have played one last game as well. So, you know, so I mean, the Eagles, they're both giving up. Both defenses give up a lot of points. But the thing is with the Eagles, where they kind of reign kind of supreme, especially well over the Giants, is scoring points. Now, the Eagles have scored 297 points so far in 11 games. The Giants have only scored 189 in 10. So, which is, you know, 18.9 points per game. Absolutely pathetic. That was at 17.5 last year, 18.9 this year. I mean, going to be interesting with Freddie Kitchens, see what he does. Now, the Eagles were to win today, they'll be 6 and 6. The Cowboys will be, I believe, 7 and 4. So the Eagles would only be like about 2 games behind them. The Eagles still have the last game of the season. The Giants playing the Washington football team, but the Eagles at home are playing the Cowboys. That game could be huge. Let me just real fast here. I forgot. I got the Eagles schedule. Let's see, the Cowboys. I know the Cowboys got to play. They got to play the Saints. They got to play the Washington football team. Then they got to play the Giants. And they got to play the Washington football team again. But then they got to play the Cardinals too. So, you know, then they got to play the Eagles. Now, I mean, you know, the Saints are, you know, but I mean the Cardinals and the Eagles. So the Cowboys got a couple possibly tough ones. I mean, they're in New Orleans. They got the Cardinals at home, but then they're playing the last game of the season. They're playing in Philadelphia. So the Cowboys, you know, might have a couple more losses here. The Eagles have like pretty much a joke of a schedule left. They have 2 games left against the 3-7 Giants. They have 2 games left against the 4-6 Washington football team. They have to play the New York Jets, the 2-8 New York Jets, and then they have 1 game against the team with a winning record, the 7-4 Dallas Cowboys. So out of their 6 remaining games, 1 out of the last 6 team has a winning record. So the Eagles, out of the could quite possibly win 5 out of the next 6, and that would put them, 10-7. I mean, even if they won 4, they would still be 9-8. They'd still be right in the playoff hunt. But I mean, this is a huge game for them. Every game is huge, but I mean, for playoff implications and this, that, and the other thing, it's really a big game for the Eagles. The Giants, don't see any playoffs in the horizon for them, especially this year. So I mean, it's a big game for the Eagles. The Eagles, always play the Giants tough. Usually beat the Giants. So, now Pro Football Focus, all right, has. The Eagles are 5-6. Okay, they're under 500, but Pro Football Focus has them their team grade at number 8 overall with 83.2 team grade. So, I mean, they're starting to, they weren't doing so well in the beginning of the season, but the last few games they're starting to impress. So, Pro Football Focus has them at number 8. Their offensive grade is number 5 overall at 80.6. Their pass blocking, they can block. Their offensive line, unlike the Giants, is good. The pass block grade, they're number 4 overall, 75.7. Their run blocking grade, they're number 7 overall at 76.2. Their pass rush is number 2, 81.9. Now they don't get a lot of sacks, right? But they still get they get some pressure. They're kind of like Achilles' heels, all right, would be like their run defense, which is rated number 24 by Pro Football Focus, but it's really bad. It's 48.5. All right, so if the Giants are going to, it's going to, it sounds a lot like what the Raiders, when they came in to Giants Stadium. The Raiders don't blitz. Raiders have like the best pass rush by Pro Football Focus. And they don't blitz, and they just get pressure with their front 4. They have like the best pass rush. But they were susceptible to the run, and that's what the Giants took advantage of. Might be the same thing here. The Eagles don't blitz. They get pressure with their front 4. Don't get a lot of sacks, but they get some pressure. But they're susceptible to the run. Also, their pass coverage grade is very mediocre. They're 17th overall, 65.5. So I don't want to say, we should be able to move the ball on them. I don't want to even go there. But the Giants, might be something to think about, as far as maybe trying to get them running the ball. We'll have to see. Now, speaking of running the ball, the Eagles, statistically wise, they're number 2 overall. All right, they have 1,687 rushing yards. They average 5 yards a carry. The Giants, on the other hand, are number 26 running the ball. The Eagles have 1,687. They have almost 1,700 yards. The Giants have 929. The Giants have about 900. So they have close to almost, with an extra game in there too. But they have close to almost double the amount of yards rushing that the Giants have. The Giants average 4 yards a carry. As I said, the Eagles average 5. The Eagles are number 26 in passing yards. I mean, what they are for the most part is, is a run team. Not so much but a Jalen Hurts team. They go if Jalen Hurts goes. Now, Jalen Hurts is very, very good as far as running the ball. So it's going to be very, very difficult to try to keep up on them. The Giants are, the Eagles are number 26 in passing yards. The Giants are number 21 in passing yards. Giants have 2,299 passing yards. The Eagles have less passing yards than the Giants. Okay, the Eagles have played one more game than the Giants, and they have less passing yards than the Giants do. Okay, Daniel Jones is a better throwing quarterback than Jalen Hurts is. He just is. I mean, he makes stupider mistakes than Jalen Hurts, but given time, Daniel Jones can throw the ball, is better than Jalen Hurts. However, the Eagles, as I said, have less passing yards than the Giants. The Eagles have 13 passing touchdowns. The Giants have 10. The Eagles have 5 interceptions. The Giants have 9. So sad, so sad. The Eagles number 7 overall. They've scored 297 points now. Obviously, once again, they've played an extra game, so that does add into it. But they score points. The Giants are number 26. They've only scored 189 points so far. Now the Eagles are tied. I was mentioning they're tied for number 29 overall with only 18 sacks. They don't get, they don't have a lot of sacks, but they don't blitz much. They're the 30th ranked team as far as blitzes. Only 2 teams that blitz less than they do. They only blitz 16.7% of the time. So, what they do a lot is, they get some pressure with their front 4. Maybe not a lot of sacks, but they'll get some hits, some pressures, some hurries. But they just drop like at least 7 guys in coverage, and it's they try to complete your passes. Right, that's what they do. Now, basically, as I was saying, on offense, it all revolves around Jalen Hurts. He has 114 rushes this year for 618 yards. He has 8 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, that's 5.4 yards per carry. Now, Jordan Howard, he's out. Okay. But basically, a lot of it's kind of like running back by committee. I mean, Jalen Hurts has I think 40 more carries than Miles Sanders does. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts has more carries than any of the other running backs, by far. So, it all revolves around him. Now, the Eagles, they're running backs by committee. Got Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and Kenneth Gainwell. All right, so the Gainwell is good out of the backfield as far as catching passes, but I mean, as I said, once again, it all revolves around Jalen Hurts. Their wide receivers, they got Rager, they got DeVonta Smith, Goddard, they got Watkins. Now DeVonta Smith leads the team. He's got 46 receptions, 664 yards. I think he has 4 touchdowns, I believe it is. So, he's having a decent season. You got to give him, he's doing better so far than Kadarius Toney is. There's always some people might be comparing the two, because the Eagles jumped the Giants to get DeVonta Smith, and we wound up getting Kadarius Toney. I mean, Kadarius Toney, if he can stay healthy and we can put him in the right system and all that stuff, could be very explosive himself. But so far, DeVonta Smith's having a decent season for them. He's not, he's a number 1. They drafted him, what was it, number 10? He's not lighting the world on fire. I mean, he's on pace for maybe like 80 receptions, 70, 80 receptions. So, I mean, not bad. I mean, they got, 11 games? They got, he catches 4 passes a game, maybe 70, 75 catches. So, I mean, that's certainly not horrible by any stretch of imagination, but he's not lighting the world on fire either. Now, so, I mean, the Eagles, you can move the ball on them. You can score some points on them. What are we going to get from the Giants? Who knows? It's going to be tough. You have to try to contain Jalen Hurts. If you can just get him, keep him in the pocket, that's and make him beat you with his arm, you have a better chance. Now the Giants don't really have, maybe like a spy they can keep on them, but it's going to be very difficult. They just let him run around and just pick up first downs here and there with his legs. Should try. They got to try to make him beat him with their arm, with his arm. Now of course we know the Eagles have had the Giants number. The Giants have won 12. The Eagles have won 12 of the last 14, and out of that included the Giants winning the last game that they played last season together. So before that, they won 12. The Eagles won 12 out of the last 13 games against the Giants. The Eagles have won 21 of the last 26. The Eagles have won also. There was a stretch in there where the Eagles actually won 8 games in a row against the Giants. The last time, we beat them last year. It was 27-17 here. We should have beat them both games, but Butterfinger, Evan Ingram dropped the ball. Story of the Giants. Now, the last time we beat them twice in a season was 2007. So I wouldn't get any kind of, thoughts in your head as far as, well, if we sweep the Eagles and then we beat the Washington football team and then we beat, even if we do win tomorrow, it certainly doesn't mean we're going to wind up sweeping them. The Eagles are not very good at home, though, so far this year. Right? They got a losing record, but on the road, they're very good. Now, the Giants, they have, they got, their rash of injuries. Colin Gillespie, he's out. Caden Smith, he's out with his knee. Sterling Shepard, he's out. I mean, basically, it's like if you're a tight end, wide receiver, or running back, you're dinged up. So the Giants, Colin Gillespie, Caden Smith, Sterling Shepard are out. Kyle Rudolph, tight end, with his ankle, and Kadarius Toney with a quad, they're doubtful. Then, of course, you got Saquon Barkley with his ankle and John Ross with his quad. They're questionable. So basically, we got 7 guys who are either questionable, doubtful, or out, and they're all either running backs or wide receivers. So, Eagles only have basically, they got Jordan Howard, the running back, he's out, and then they got Tate Gowan. He's their cornerback. He's questionable. So I mean, they don't have, they have a small, injury list. Now, what Giants team are we going to wind up saying? Basically, the only thing I could really probably tell you is it. I don't really see it being like how the Giants beat Carolina 25-3. I don't see anything like that. I either see that it would either be the Giants, winning at maybe within 7 points or something like that, or the Eagles winning 3 to 7 points, somewhere around there, or the Eagles because just I don't say blowing out, but beating the Giants decently. I can see that because if things start going bad, the fans just start booing. It just starts spiraling out of control. I can see the Eagles beating the Giants by a good 14 or 17 points, and just totally embarrassing the Giants. I can see that too. I don't see the Giants blowing the Eagles out by any stretch of the imagination. Now, is that maybe Michael Strahan will come in there and give a good pep talk to the Giants. Remember he did that when they get the Super Bowl, or that Super Bowl run. You jump up, we're going to stomp you out. Maybe fire the defense up a little bit. They could use all the help they can get too. Now about Freddie Kitchens, going to be interesting to see with him. Now what he did, especially when the one game last year where he was against the Cleveland Browns, he called the plays for the Giants. We lost. But he did have more passes thrown, vertically. So maybe he'll start throwing the ball a little bit deeper. Of course, to be able to throw the ball deep, you got to pick your spots. You just can't, on any in particular play, just start throwing the ball if the quarterback doesn't have any time. So you got to do it, pick your spots. But it'll be interesting to see what Freddie Kitchens draws up. I'm going to say, get all our guys involved, but Saquon's questionable, Kadarius Toney's doubtful, Sterling Shepard, he's out, Kyle Rudolph's doubtful, Caden Smith is out, you got John Ross, he's questionable, so you got Booker, right, Evan Ingram, Darius Slayton, and Kenny Golladay. So you got those guys that are pretty much given that they're going to be playing. So it'd be interesting to see, especially what he can do with Golladay. Can we get him some more? Get involved some more. Get him a few more targets. Maybe get him his first touchdown. Wouldn't that be just wonderful? But it'd just be interesting to see what he does with the offense here. Now, and also the Giants be able to contain Jalen Hurts. who knows? Who knows what Giants defense is going to show up? You have no idea. Is James Bradbury going to want to tackle anybody? I mean, is it going to be the bend but don't break? Are we just going to play soft coverage on the Eagles and let them walk down the field and try to stop them in the red zone? Who knows? I'm not even going to try to speculate on exactly what's going to wind up happening, but as I said, it'll be close one way or the other. Or the only thing I could see, the Eagles wind up beating the Giants by double digits. So I don't exactly, want to try to guess what's going to happen. But one thing I do know for sure is that when the game's over with, we're going to have a lot to talk about. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo!